New question. The member from Leonard, Frontenac, Leonard, and Addington and Leonard.
Speaker, my question is to the Premier. Premier, you apparently don't mind living and conducting your office in the shadows of shame, disgust, and malfeasance. But Premier, your actions cast a shadow.
Excuse me. I will ask you to withdraw.
I'll withdraw. But your actions cast a long shadow over this whole institution and every member in it. It also casts a long, dark shadow over the province, your actions. Any Premier, any honourable Premier would take this seriously. You mentioned that the Chief Electoral Officer took this matter seriously, but clearly you are not. You are prepared to bring harm and injury to this institution. Will you do the honourable thing, relieve Sobera and Lougheed from their jobs until this matter is cleared up with in the courts?
Let me once again say that we all just got this information, Mr. Speaker, and what I will not do is take rash advice from the other side of the floor until I've had an opportunity to consider all of the information. And let me just read from the report. This is page 8 in the report, and what it says is that. To form an opinion that conduct amounts to an apparent contravention as set out in Section 4.0.2 of the Election Act, I must be satisfied based on the evidence obtained in my investigation that there's a prima facie case of a contravention. This means that I must be aware of sufficient facts that, if proven correct, would constitute a contravention of the Election Act or the Election Finances Act. And he goes on to say, I am neither deciding to prosecute a matter nor determining anyone's guilt or innocence. That is what he says in the report, Mr. Speaker.
Again to the Premier. Premier, the Chief Electoral Officer cannot prosecute. However, the Chief Electoral Officer is an independent, non-partisan officer of this House. He has a duty, and obviously he's taken it seriously. Everybody knows what the right thing to do here is. The Chief Electoral Officer has spelled it out clearly that these allegations are a prima facie case of wrongdoing. He's recommended further action. How come you won't take any action at all, Premier? No action at all. Have those two bad apples be removed and do the honourable thing and take away this dark shadow that you're casting over all of this institution.
Thank you.
So let me just go over what I quoted, and let me just add to it, go a little bit farther. So again, what the electoral officer says, this means I must be aware of sufficient facts that, if proven correct, would constitute a contravention of the Election Act or the Election Finances Act. When I form an opinion that there has been an apparent contravention, in quotes, I do not weigh questions of credibility or balance competing facts as between the parties. I am neither deciding to prosecute a matter nor determining anyone's guilt or innocence. Those decisions are respectively for prosecutors and judges. That is what the Chief Electoral Officer has said, Mr. Speaker. He has passed on this information to the next phase of his process.